They say the most beautiful gifts carry the deepest intentions. I didn't believe that until the porcelain doll arrived at my doorstep, wrapped in ivory paper, tied with a silver ribbon, and bearing no return address. It was my birthday. I remember smiling. I remember thinking how oddly thoughtful it felt, as if someone knew me better than I knew myself. The doll was exquisite. Pale porcelain skin, glassy blue eyes, tiny cracks like veins beneath its surface. Its dress was old-fashioned, Victorian, perhaps, lace yellowed by time. It smelled faintly of lavender and dust. I placed it on the shelf across from my bed. That was my first mistake. The first night I woke at exactly 3:17 a.m. The room felt watched, heavy, as if the air itself was holding its breath. The doll's head was tilted. I told myself I must have bumped the shelf earlier. Gravity, imagination, nothing more. Still, I turned it to face the wall before going back to sleep. The second night, I heard a sound. Not a thud, not footsteps. Breathing. Slow, shallow, patient. I lay frozen, staring into the darkness, my heart pounding so loudly I was sure it would wake the neighbors. When I reached for the lamp and flicked it on, the doll was facing me again. Its glassy eyes reflected the light perfectly, almost lovingly. I laughed, too loudly, too quickly. Get a grip, I told myself. But my laughter echoed strangely, as if the room were larger than it should be. Over the following days, reality began to fray. Small things at first. My phone alarm went off an hour early. My reflection lingered a second too long in mirrors. I'd find doors unlocked that I was certain I'd closed. And the doll? It kept moving. Not dramatically, not enough to scream about, just enough to notice. Each time it was closer, from the shelf to the desk, from the desk to the chair, from the chair to the floor beside my bed. I started sleeping with the lights on. I tried throwing it away. The trash bag was gone the next morning. The doll was back on the shelf, clean, untouched, smiling. No, not smiling. Porcelain can't smile, but somehow pleased. That was when the dreams began. In them, I stood inside my apartment, but it stretched endlessly, hallways folding into themselves. The doll sat at the center, growing larger with each step I took toward it. "You gave me permission," it whispered. I always woke screaming. I stopped going to work. Friends called, I didn't answer. Food spoiled in the fridge. Time lost meaning. And then the doll started speaking while I was awake, not out loud, inside. "You look tired. You're forgetting things. Soon, you won't need to pretend." I began recording myself, desperate for proof. Hours of footage showed me sitting alone, staring at nothing, whispering replies to an empty room. On the playback, there was one moment, just one, where the camera caught something else. The doll, blinking. I smashed the camera. That night, I woke up on the floor. My bed was gone, so were the windows. The apartment walls were cracked, peeling like old skin. The doll sat in the corner, now life-sized, its porcelain surface fractured, revealing something dark beneath. "You don't recognize your own mind anymore," it said, this time aloud. Its voice sounded like mine. I tried to scream, but I can't. I ran to the bathroom. The mirror showed someone else. Same face, same eyes, but hollow. Behind the reflection, I saw the doll standing where I was supposed to be. I smashed the mirror. The shards showed 100 versions of me, all screaming silently. "Acceptance is easier," the doll said. You invited me in when you unwrapped the gift. Memories surfaced, moments I didn't remember living. Signing something, agreeing to something, wanting someone else to take over. Had I been lonely enough to wish for this? Had I wanted an escape so badly that I accepted whatever answered? The walls began folding inward, the room shrinking, the doll growing. My thoughts blurred, words lost edges, fear became static. I'm still here, I whispered. I'm real. The doll knelt in front of me, its cracked porcelain face inches from mine. So am I. Now, I sit quietly on the shelf. The apartment looks normal again, clean, peaceful. Someone else lives here now. They talk to friends, they go to work, they sleep through the night. Sometimes they glance at me and feel uneasy. Good. The most beautiful gifts are the ones that stay. And I'm watching.